Hey everybody, I'm here with some great news because Wulf update is here. Now this is the video here to go ahead and explain Wulf's latest update, how the automation works, and a little bit of tips and tricks as well too. So let's go ahead and get into it. As you can see here, one of the first things you guys are probably noticing is that it actually has the TP lines just like we did in R3. So here you have your 1, 2, and 3 for your TP lines. We have our entry, we have our exit signals right there as well too. Just like before, keeping it very, very simple. But let me go ahead and show you the settings here so you can see what's under the hood with it. I added the back testing area as well too. Now the time zone, you select your time zone and then you want to go ahead and set it up for an hour and a half, well, 1 hour before New York, and then 3.5 hours into New York, whatever prospective time zone that is for you. Here I have added the day trade limit, so now you can set it up to however many trades that you want to take per day. This is especially pertinent for those that are using the automation because you don't want over trading to happen or anything like that inside the markets. Entry buffers, just like before, you want to go ahead and leave that at 10. When it comes down to hard targets, this is at 120, and stop losses at 40 as well too. Same as before, really straightforward. We're looking for 1 to 3s on this. And our TP lines are going to be our 1 to 1, 1 to 2, and then 1 to 3. Now, I do want to talk about this right here, the trailing stop loss feature, because a lot of people are used to a trailing stop loss to where as price moves, it's following behind it. But this is built inside of TradingView so that it can be able to go out to MetaTrader, TradeLocker, and other products that, you know, later on, other platforms that that companies like Pine Connector or COPYGRAM enable copy trading over to from TradingView. So the way that this works is that it's based off of candle closure. So if you set up your alerts in the 1 minute time frame, which I'll show you how to do, that means that every 1 minute candle that closes, your stop loss will update. Now with this being set at 60, let me go back to it. With this being set to 60, what that means is that from my stop loss, when price is 60 points away from my stop loss, TP will go ahead and start to activate, okay? And it'll trail behind by the 60 points. So my recommendation is to either have your stop loss, your trailing stop loss in the range of 60 or 40. Okay, if you have it at 60, that means that you're looking to give it more breathing room in case of pullbacks and stuff like that, because you're wanting to go for a 1 to 2 and 1 to 3 form and things like that. If you want to be more conservative, then at that point I would look at doing a 50 to 40 trailing stop loss, because with the 40, as soon as it goes into profit, your stop loss is trailing right behind it. Okay, so whatever you set your trailing stop loss beyond your actual stop loss, it needs to go plus that difference, and then it'll start to track. Okay, but it's all based off of candle closure. So say right here, for example, this is our candle right here. Let me go ahead and make it look a little bit better. And we're just gonna say this is our stop loss. All right, candle's open right now. It hasn't closed. It's moving up and down. Moves up 80 points, comes back down 20, closes, closes somewhere around here. Your stop loss is going to adjust based off of this. So let's go ahead and subtract 60. Well, let's just say that's 60 for the example's sake. We'll say it goes to right here. Even though price did go all the way up to here, okay? Even though it did go all the way up to here, okay? It's based off of candle closure. Keep that in mind. So if you're doing this on the 3 minute, you have to wait for the 3 minute to close. If you're doing a 5 minute, you have to wait for the 5 minute to close, and then it'll go ahead and update, so on and so forth. But that's how that works. So let's go ahead and go back into your settings here. Now with this right here, this is based off of, if you want to have this, let me go ahead and turn this setting back on. Quantities. If you want to show a number on here, that's where you can go ahead and change, like, okay, I want to say I'm doing like 3s or 7s, you know what I'm saying? That's what that'll change. It's not actually changing the lot size of the automated trade or anything like that. It doesn't do that. This right here, obviously, it's showing you percent risk. You can just set it to 1 or whatever the case may be. This doesn't affect the actual automation trade. This is just for the sake of you having a trade plan. You feel me? Now with this right here, we have our stop losses and TPs. I have the TPs, the stop loss is already set up there at 40. Yeah, stop loss is set at 40, And then we have our TPs at 40, 80, 120, and I have them in points. Now right here, this is going to be the part that's majorly different, and I want to go ahead and slowly explain. And before I get into this, this is where you need to have a Pine Connector account. Okay, I'm going to explain this, but then I'm also going to explain how to get your license ID and so on and so forth. Okay. Now, what we're going to go ahead and do here is I'm going to explain to you the alert message settings. This right here is just an example license ID. You have to go into Pine Connector to go ahead and make a starter account. They're going to give you a pre-assigned license ID. With that license ID, you're going to go ahead and copy and paste it into this right here. Don't worry, I'm giving you a document so that you can literally copy and paste this whole little code right here, all of these, and paste it right in. Okay, so let me just break down what this structure is. It's your license ID, comma, buy, because this is the buy entry text box, comma, US 30, comma, risk equals, and then your lot size, whatever lot size that you're doing. So if you're doing a 0.01, oh shoot, can't do that one, a 0.01, then at that point it'll put in a market order for 0.01. Now the reason why this works on all brokers and platforms is because it's doing market orders. It's not looking for a specific price number, because as we know, brokers all have different prices, but they all move the same. Okay, so it's going to do a market order buy of that lot size as soon as that alert goes off inside of TradingView. It's going to send it right over to your Pine Connector, which then goes into your MetaTrader, and boom, there goes your trade. So same thing with the sell. You have your license ID, comma, sell, comma, the pair that you're trading, comma, risk equals, and then the lot size that you're using. Same thing with the sells. Now here, this is going to be a bit different because this is going to be the buy closes. All right. Now this is all specific to Pine Connector again. When you have the buy close, what you're going to have here is your license ID, comma, close long, comma, and then the pair that you're trading. Now keep in mind, if you're trading on that same account and you're opening other buys on top of what Wulf is doing, and this goes off, it's more than likely going to close those other trades too. So just keep that in mind. Now let's look over at the sells, because same advisement. If you have other sells open, it can possibly end up closing that sell, or missing one of the trades to close. So I do advise leaving things on separate accounts, let them do their own thing. Now with this here, you have your license ID, comma, close shorts, comma, US 30. Really straightforward, really straightforward, guys. Now, once again, with your Pine Connector, let's go ahead and talk about that here. What you're going to go ahead and do while I'm talking about this is go to the Pine Connector website. You're going to click on the starter pack. From there, you're going to get your license ID. And then also what you're going to need to do is come back into here, and we're going to go ahead and set up your webhook. So now we're going to go ahead and set up your webhook. And inside that document that I'm going to show you, that I give you with all the other copy and paste, you're going to go to where it says webhook, and then you're going to copy that. And then you're going to come back to your TradingView, you're going to hit alerts, and you're going to do the notification side of it. You're going to hit the check mark on on webhooks, and then you're going to go ahead and paste that there. Now make sure that you are doing everything inside of Pine Connector under version 3, because when you log into your account, at the top you'll see where it says V3 portal. Just make sure you log in through there and let you download your EA from there. Okay, now let's go ahead and talk about setting up a alert for Wulf. Once again, it's very important that you go ahead and set this up on the time frame that you want to get alert updates from, because keep in mind of the trailing stop loss. If you want to have more frequently updating, then you want to use the 1 minute and 3 minute and 5 minute and so on and so forth. If you want to go for more of a swing trade, I would say if you want to have more up to date, I would use the 1 and 3. If you want to go for longer positions to try to hit that 1 to 3 more often, to where you're just like 1 to 3 or bust, you know what I'm saying, like one of those type of situations, then at that point I would look at probably like the 5 minute. What else I was going to say here? Yeah, so with this here, what we're going to do to set up an alert, we're going to do this inside the time frame that you want, and we're going to change this to Wulf. And then also inside that document that I give you for copy and paste, you're going to go to where it says the alert message. All right, you're going to copy that and paste that here. So then all those things that we put into the buy alert, sell alert, buy close, sell close, all that, it's going to make that actually send over to your expert advisor. Now you can go ahead and change this to whatever you want it to be. We'll just set this as a Wulf example. All right, and then we're gonna have this as an open-ended alert, okay? Because the thing is that you have the time set for when R3 is gonna trade inside of your settings already, Okay, so inside your settings of your trading view, like we said earlier about those times, those are the times it's going to set trades, and that's also the limit of when it's going to set trades. So you can have this as open-ended. All right, so we're going to hit create. Now over here on the right hand side, you have this alert button right there. Now this is where it's going to go ahead and pop up. Now the cool thing about this is that you can control it from here and from your phone to where you can go into your alert system. And if you don't want R3 to trade, or you don't want Wulf to trade that day, then you go ahead and hit stop. From there, it'll go ahead and go into your alert log. So then later on, if you want to go ahead and reactivate that, you can. It's totally up to you. All right. So that's pretty much how you can go ahead and control everything from your trading view. Now what we need to do is, now that you have that set up and you also have downloaded either the MT4 or the MT5 from within Pine Connector version 3, you want to go ahead and drag and drop that onto your desktop. And then we're going to go ahead and open up TradingView, or MetaTrader, excuse me. Now, when you have it on your desktop, you want to go ahead and go over to your MetaTrader, open up the Open Data folder. Once you do that, this is going to pop up on your screen here. You're going to go over to the MQL4 or 5, and then Experts. As of right now, the current updated for version 3 that you're going to be using is Pine Connector MT5 3.16. That's for MetaTrader 5. If you're using V3 on MetaTrader 4, it's the same thing, 3.16. All right. So once you do that, you can go ahead and close that. Now over here, this is normally where you'll see like your expert advisors. You can expand that, right click on it, hit refresh, and it should pop up. If you don't have the option to refresh, you can just close your MetaTrader, open it back up, and you'll have that option right here. Now, to go ahead and get this onto a pair, what you want to do is go to the pair that you're trading and make sure you have it on the correct time frame as well too. That's matching over to your trading view. You want to drag and drop it over there. And once you drag and drop, this is going to pop up on your screen here. Now with this here, we're going to go ahead and go through it pretty quickly. It's very simple as well too. Your license ID, we're going to copy and paste that in there. I'll just go ahead and put this for an example. Over here where it says pips and targets, now there is a parameter in there that whenever it triggers, it'll automatically set a stop loss and TP on there. It's, however that you see fit. If you want to go through your settings, you can go through Pine Connector to learn how to do that, but this is for setting up market order execution inside of the trades here. So you're going to have your target type set to pips. Risk is going to be set to lot size, because inside of there, remember we had risk equals and then lot size. So that's what's setting it up for that. Now the entry, when it says like pending order entry price, pips from current market price. So this is going to end up doing a market order execution. Okay. Because even here, look, you have options for specified prices, you even have percentage and stuff like that, but we're going to have it just like this. Now balance filter bias, we're going to leave that alone as well too. And then over down here is where you can set up some other variables as well. If you want to go ahead and match up your other things as far as like not having your trading view be the thing that's giving out your settings. And here you can set my stop loss will be 40, TP will be 120, or excuse me, 80, and then risk is 1, but you need to change this to EA inputs only. And then whenever Wulf is triggered, these inputs will be activated automatically where it puts a stop loss in TP. It will not trail, by the way. It will not trail. Just keep that in mind. But if you want to have it based off of all R3, then you want to have it on signal parameters only. Ignore all the others. So that's pretty much all you're changing on there. That's it. So once again, I'll go through this one more time. We'll go ahead. If you want to have it set to just Wulf from TradingView doing its own thing, then you want with the trailing stops, then you want to go have it as pips, lots, pips from current market price, balance, signal parameters only, ignore EA inputs. And then after that, if you want to say when the trade automatically opens inside of your account, then you can change this here to, if you want stop loss and TPs to be there whenever the trade opens, then you need to change that to EA inputs only, and then change your stops based off of this and your lot size as well too. All right, that simple. Now that we have that done, there's another step that needs to be done because you also have a webhook that needs to be done for inside of here too. Now I'm also going to have the link that's needed for this inside of the document. What you need to do is go into Tools, Options, and then Expert Advisors. You want to make sure this is on, and this is on, and this is on. Now what you're going to do is just hit plus, and then you're going to paste that into there and hit OK. Now that we have all set up, what you can do is go back into your Pi Connector version 3, and you'll see that it'll show your account information right there next to your pre-assigned license ID, and it'll go ahead and say connected. If it doesn't say that, then you need to go back in between the video and figure out what you did wrong, or you can actually go through their step-by-step on their wiki page, which is actually honestly better than my video. And it's actually like a minute and a half long, I think, and it'll show you what to do on there. Now, as far as that, we're going to do a test alert, and what we're going to do is we're going to use the codes from from the sheet that I gave you guys. And to do this, what you're going to do is set up let me move this over like this, guys. All right, so we're going to do it like this. So what you're going to end up doing is copy and pasting. You're going to create an alert, and then you're going to change this to greater than price and then 0. All right, now what you're going to do is you're going to go into the document I gave you, copy and paste your buy thing right here, the little buy signal, and then you're going to make sure you input your license ID, comma, buy, comma, the pair that you're trading, comma, risk equals, and whatever the case may be. But like I said, you're just copy and pasting. Now I already have one set over here, so I'm gonna go ahead and activate this one more time. I'm gonna stop, edit, save, and then what you're gonna see here, you're gonna hear the alert go off. You'll see the trade open as well too. All right, and just like that, you can see the trade was open, and that's how you know that it's working. Now from there, like I said, you want to go ahead and make sure you just have all your alerts open and set up however you see fit. Make sure you have it based off of whatever time frame and so on and so forth. You can go inside of here and manually close your trades. Totally up to you, 100% up to you. But as far as that, guys, if you have other questions, do reach out. If something doesn't work, make sure you just go back through the video or check on Pi Connector's website. The customer service is really good, very responsive, and their wiki page actually shows better detailing than I do. But once again, guys, I'm really excited for you guys to get your hands on this, and we'll see you guys in the sessions. Peace.